Welcome to Infuse Learning, a website that is free to use that is like a student response system. Think of like the smart clickers. Infuse Learning has lots of wonderful features in it, and we're going to show you how to use those today. So the first thing that we're going to do, if you don't have an account, you need to take care of that and sign up with one. After you sign up, we're going to go to Teacher Login. And when we click on Teacher Login, you log in with your account information and click on Connect. Once you've clicked on Connect, you are going to see that this is what my teacher portal looks like. And in the top left-hand corner, you can see I have a room ID, so it's 20010. Now I want to show you what it looks like on the student side as well as we go through this. So I'm going to open a different browser and I'm going to click on Student Login. And now when the students log in, they enter in the room ID and then they enter in their name and click on Submit. From here, this is what the students will see. Connection successful, and then waiting for activity. Now when I come back here and I'm in my room, okay, I want to decide that I'm going to do just a quick assessment for my students. I want to do a true-false question. And so what happens, I click on true or false, and this will show me the status so you can see what students you have. It'll provide a summary, it'll give you details, and then you can save the results. So I'm going to go back and I want to leave it at summary right now. And now I'm going to look at the student side of things. So now after I've asked my question orally, or I have it written on the board, or maybe I have it on a Google Doc for students, my students are going to choose either true or false, and I'm going to choose true, and then they click on Submit. And you'll see that it then goes to waiting for activity. And when I come back to my screen for the teacher side and I'm on summary, you can see that it automatically entered in, and you can see the results and how many students answered true or false. Now if I go back and I want to see details, it'll tell me how long it took for me to each student to respond and what they responded to. And then you can save the results. I want to click on my home button up at the top. And now you can do those types of questions with all of these. So you can do multiple choice, the sort and order, open-ended, numeric, or a Likert scale. My favorite feature of Infuse Learning is the draw response, which I think this is fabulous for any type of a classroom. So if I click on draw response, it will look very similar to this. A whole lot of nothing except for names on the status piece of it. However, when I go to the student side, it has now become an interactive whiteboard. And with the whiteboard, you can change your colors, you can change paintbrush, and then the students can write on here. And they can annotate. So then once they're finished and they've answered your question, and you can see you can draw bigger shapes too. I'm going to click on this arrow, and that submits my image. So now on the teacher side of it, you can see my image, and you can see what every student drew on their sheet. And then you can also save the results of this. Those are your quick assessments that you can do. And as you can see over on the right-hand side, we've got more to cover. Up here in the interactive tools, if I wanted to do an infuse draw, so this is what my teacher side looks like. So now I can actually draw on things. I want to add an image because we didn't have that before on the student side. So I'm going to upload an image, and it just takes a second. Okay, so here's my image. So now what I want to do is I want to ask, and I can choose to ask my students true-false question, multiple choice, text or numeric, or to draw. I want them to draw it. Okay, so now I go back to my student side. It has pushed that picture out, and now they can annotate on this picture. So if I want them to point something out or correct something, they submit, and then it pops up with what they've done. The nice thing about the Infuse link piece of it, if I click there, I can push out one web address to every student at the same time. So I've clicked it. This pops up on the student side. They click and they all go to the same website. So you don't have to worry about everybody trying to type something in or how you're going to get it to students. Thanks for listening to the first screencast of Infuse Learning, and we'll